for the generosity shown by them. Thanks for being part of the community and the Amsterdam Mohawks family. Here's a reminder for you. Be sure to pick up the Mohawks game program. They're only $1.
Alrighty.
They've got rosters, stories, stats, plus a few other features.
Good evening, everybody.
Give you a chance to win some prizes, including a chance to get a free spin right there as you mind it.
My name is Adam Agresta, and we are here at Shuttleworth Park in Amsterdam, New York, for our second regular season PGCBL contest at Shuttleworth Park this year. As the Mohawks get set to take on the Glens Dragons, we will have lineups for you in just a minute. We are going to leave the camera pointed towards the field to hopefully give you a view of the game. The glare might be an issue at first, but once the lights come on, it should be a little bit better. We've been working out some kinks with our radio equipment for our broadcast here, so we appreciate your patience in us trying to work these out in these early games, as currently there are lineups being announced by our PA announcer, Bob.
Number 1, the outfield, Fairfield, Dan Ryan. Batting cleanup, number 34, playing the outfield.
But just to give you guys some insight on what has happened with the Mohawks since their last game, they actually have not had a game since their Saturday 4-1 win against the Saugerty Stallions, in which pitching was the main star for the Mohawks, first with the starter Peyton Plumley going 5 innings of 1-run ball, giving up only 3 hits, walking 2. And then Brooks Napick and Bryce Fall ended up entering the game, and So Brooks Napick and Bryce Fall ended up pitching 2 innings each. Bryce the 6th and 7th, and then Brooks the 6th and 7th, and then Bryce the 8th and 9th, and they threw 4 hitless innings combined, striking out 8 over those 4 innings. So pitching has done well, and the Mohawks have gotten some reinforcements as of late as well, as they've had several other players show up over the weekend. These include, first off, we have Zane Stevens, who is starting tonight, right-handed pitcher out of Mississippi State. We'll have a little bit more on him later. Other players that have showed up since also include Chris Lanzilli, Michael Ludwig, Brad Busold, What is it, miss? I'm sorry, I'm not. Gotcha. It's just to the right. Yep, it's right. So you see where the souvenir sign is right there? Right to the right. They'll be, if you ask the person there, they'll be able to direct you. Yep, no problem. Thank you. And sorry about the pause there, folks, as we will get back to our scheduled programming. Is currently Coach Keith Griffin, in his 11th year of the Mohawks, is meeting with the head coach of the Glens Dragons and the umpires at home plate. But just to get back to some of the players that have also showed up since, we also have Sam Prater out of Alabama, catcher who is in the starting lineup tonight. Richie Barella is here. He's an outfielder / first baseman from Manhattan College, teammate of Matt Padre. And there might even be more that I am not aware of right now, but we may see them come into the game later. But right now we are just waiting for player introductions, as might as well lead into the introductions for the visiting Glens Dragons. First up for the Dragons, batting first, playing second base from UAlbany, number 15, Nick Kondo. Batting second, playing center field from Malone College, number 2, Nate Cobb. And then batting third from Fairfield University, playing right field, number 1, Dan Ryan. Batting fourth for the Mohawks, for the Dragons. Playing first base tonight, a former Mohawk from last year that is now on the Dragons, number 34, Dan Coleman. Batting fifth, shortstop from Southern New Hampshire College, number 25, Phoenix Hernandez. Batting sixth, from Cornell University, playing left field, number 31, Josh Arndt. Batting seventh, playing third base tonight from Bellarmine College, number 10, Justin Rouse. Batting eighth, playing designated hitter tonight from Siena College, number 6, Matt Hamill. And then batting ninth, playing catcher tonight from the University of Arkansas, number 3, Andrew Stanley. On the mound for the Dragons tonight will be number 13, Mitch Guerreri out of Goldie Beacom College. I'll get you stats on him in just a second. I would expect it to be his first start of the year, and it will be his first appearance overall, as he will be come this fall, he was a freshman this past spring at Goldie Beacom College, so he will be a sophomore this fall, making his first appearance in the PGCBL. As we will now switch over to the Amsterdam Mohawks lineup. A little switched up since those players have come in for the Mohawks. Batting first, playing shortstop from Marshall University, number 1, Elvis Peralta Jr. Batting second, playing third base from Penn State Berks College, number 27, Toby Welk. Batting third, the designated hitter tonight for the Mohawks from Manhattan College, number 37, Matt Padre. Batting fourth, the catcher from the University of Alabama, number 25, Sam Prater. Batting fifth, playing left field tonight from Wake Forest University, number 24, Chris Lanzilli. Batting sixth, playing right field from Wake Forest University, number 33, Mike Ludwig. Batting seventh from the University of Indiana, playing first base tonight, number 20, Brad Boussault. Batting eighth, playing second base tonight, an Amsterdam, New York native from Herkimer College, number 17, Ben Rhodes. And then batting ninth, playing center field tonight from Hudson Valley Community College, number 34, Jackson Wenstrom. As we will pause for the national anthem here, as it is a Veteran Tuesday here at Shuttleworth Park.
The American Legion Color Guard will present the flag. Our flag presentation, as always, sponsored by Patriot Asset Management. Ladies and gentlemen, before we do the national anthem, I
I'm going to ask one of these gentlemen to please step forward. Orrin Hart Jr., please step forward. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our honored vet for the evening. He was in the United States Air Force from 1990 to 2011, achieving the rank of Master Sergeant. He did a tour in Afghanistan from 2007 to 2008 during Desert Storm. His medals include 2 Meritorious Service Medals, 2 Joint Service Commendation Medals, and 1 Army Achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him the round of applause he deserves. Orrin Hart
Jr. Tonight's national anthem will be performed by a huge Mohawks fan, Taz Taylor. The national anthem each night is sponsored by Amsterdam's PBA and GABAC. The Mohawks are proud to be involved with and partnered with Amsterdam's finest.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang the land, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Jack. And thank you, baseball players. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the pitcher's mound area. We've got some very important people coming out to the mound.
And then I want you to say, like, oh, here's live.
However, first we must allow
Beautiful rendition of the national anthem there as the color guard exits the field.
to exit.
As we have another Veteran Tuesday here at Shuttleworth Park, as that's become a regular thing here, which is really cool because all of the veterans in the area get into this game free. They get a free meal coupon for the game, and we're able to recognize certain particularly outstanding veterans that have done great things and have made great sacrifices for our country. So for that, to all the veterans out there, we thank you. And getting back to the baseball here, the starter for the Mohawks this evening will be Zane Stevens. He is out of Mississippi State. His teammates are still playing in the College World Series right now, but I think Zane
In the pitcher's mound area, we can see
ended up making the decision that it would be better for him to begin his summer league season early,
in the fairway carts, bullpen cart.
as this will actually be his second appearance on the year. He came in the Mohawks opener at Utica, pitched 1 inning, gave up 2 runs, 1 of them earned on 2 hits. He walked 1 and he struck out 3. So he does have strikeout stuff, but it'll be interesting to see how he's able to get around the hard hit balls. As he is brought in here by the bullpen cart, and we have the new Ford truck from James Brown Ford going around. And to talk about some of the new guys that have come in for the Mohawks now.
Our first pitch thrower.
First, we have
From Patriot Asset Management. Here is Jerry Murray.
First, we have talk about Sam Prater out of Alabama, who Mohawk
Is a 4-year
out of Florida Atlantic University. He was taken by the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Have to go far to play his professional baseball, at least once he makes it to the majors. He was selected 56th overall. And then Griffin Roberts was taken as I mentioned, by the St. Louis Cardinals. And MLB, the television staff on the MLB network last night actually made the prediction that he would probably end up being the first player from the first round taken that would make it to the majors, as he is very close to major league ready. As the first pitch is thrown in from Stevens, it will sit low, and we are underway here at Shuttleworth Park. Nick Kondo, the batter out of UAlbany for the Dragons, as he'll take that one high. Kondo is not particularly tall. He's 5'8". So with the crouch, he has a smaller strike zone, as that one will catch the outside corner for a strike. That'll make it 2-1. Kondo so far this season is 2 for 9 with 2 runs scored, bang 222. As that one is taken low, it will be 3-1. He has drawn 4 walks, however, and that will be his 5th walk drawn in this early part of the season. And the Dragons have their leadoff man on here to start this game. To give you a little bit of a rundown for the Dragons, they're 2-1 so far. They lost their first game of the year last night to the Albany Dutchmen 5-3. Their starter, Tom Taplin, ended up giving up 4 first-inning runs, so they weren't able to recover from that, as that pitch is in there at 82 for a called strike, 0-1. Steven sets. And the runner is going as that one is hit into the hole to the left side, cut off by the second baseman Rhodes, and on to first. So Kondo will make it to second on the fielder's choice, as they might have had the hit and run on there.
Batting third, number 1 from Fairfield University, Dan Ryan.
And now to bat for the Dragons will be Dan Ryan out of Fairfield University.
Fans, if you look out on the left field,
teammates with former 2017 Amsterdam Mohawk Dylan Reynolds, who was a sophomore last year, had his junior season this year, always a fan favorite. Smile on his face, ran every ball out hard. As Kondo takes his lead. First pitch in, almost hits, the umpire now says it did nick Dan Ryan's jersey, so he will be awarded to first base. So now the Dragons have 2 on here with 1 out, runners on first and second, with the with the first baseman but cleanup hitter, Danny Coleman, coming up to bat from SUNY Cortland. He transferred there from Hudson Valley Community College, where he actually played for the Amsterdam Mohawks last year. played in probably about a dozen games. Kondo is running. The throw almost pulls the third baseman Welk off the bag. He tried to get the tag down, but it looks like he will be called safe. So the double steal is pulled off, and now the Dragons have runners on second and third here, one out, looking to get a couple of runs home here early in the first inning. But as I was saying about Dan Coleman, he probably played about a dozen games for the Mohawks. As that one bounces in, it'll be 2-0, I believe. Yep, it will be 2-0. As that one will be taken on the inside corner for a strike. And the scoreboard says 1-2, but I think it may be 2-1. Yeah, as the ump says, I think. As Steven steps off, Dan Coleman was a very good replacement player. They usually call them the guys who come in from HVCC and other local colleges to the Mohawks at first to fill out their roster before other guys come in, as that one misses off the plate. So I think it was 1-2. So now that makes it 2-2. And here, the 2-2 from Stevens will catch the inside corner as Coleman goes down looking for the second out of the top of the first here.
Number 25 from Southern New Hampshire, Phoenix.
And that will bring up a returner for the Dragons, Phoenix Hernandez out of Southern New Hampshire College. Hernandez was the everyday starting shortstop for the Dragons last year and enjoyed his time in the PGCBL enough to make a return. As that curveball is in there on the inside corner for a strike, going 1 to the right-handed hitting shortstop. Hernandez so far this season has gone 1 for 4, has scored a run, and has 1 RBI, so he's batting .250. As that one is called a strike, it will be 0-2. Runners still on second and third here with 2 out, 0-2 to Hernandez as Steven steps off. Zane Stevens doesn't look particularly intimidating on the mound at 5'11", but he will send that one in with some speed, and it will catch the knees for the third out of the inning, setting down Hernandez. So Stevens works around a little bit of trouble in the first. No runs on no hits, no errors for the Mohawks, and 2 left on base for the Dragons here, as we will head to the bottom of the first inning here with the Glens Dragons nothing and the Mohawks coming to bat. You're listening to the Mohawks radio broadcast here on YouTube Live. Leading off the bottom of the first here for the Mohawks will be Elvis Peralta Jr. out of Marshall University. And starting on the mound for the Dragons will be Mitch Guerreri. This will be his first PGCBL action this year, as the first pitch misses low and in for a ball, 1-0. Light's already coming on here, even though sundown isn't scheduled until about 8:30. As that one will be ripped through the hole on the right side past the diving second baseman for the Mohawks' first hit of the night, as Peralta has himself a single.
Batting second, the third baseman from Penn State.
Peralta came into that at bat hitting 250, so that will bump it up to 333, actually, 3 for 9 so far in the year. As Toby Welk out of Penn State Berks, the soon-to-be D3 All-American, steps up to the plate. Welk so far this year is 2 for 7, hitting 286 with 3 runs scored, however, as he has 1 walk. She struck out once, and he has hit 1 home run in the Mohawks' first game, as this is actually only the Mohawks' third PGCBL contest so far this year, as that one misses high for a ball, 1-0. Peralta taking a small lead as he quickly scampers back as Guerreri checks him. Very overcast night here at Shuttleworth Park, as it threatened to rain, as Peralta is going high chopper hit by Toby Welk, as Peralta rounded second, overshot, and now he's caught in a rundown, and now it looked like he had bumped the shortstop Hernandez, and now it looks like the umpire awarded him third base, as he says that Hernandez interfered with Peralta running to third base, as he had tried to flip the ball back to the second baseman, Nick Kondo, as now the Glens Falls Dragons head coach here comes out trying to argue that he's probably just trying to say that it's a bogus call, saying that Phoenix Hernandez was just trying to make a play. But regardless, I don't think it'll really change anything, as the Mohawks will have runners on first and third here with nobody out, and the 3-hitter Matt Padre coming to the plate. Padre so far this year is the Mohawks' leading hitter. He's 3 for 7 at the plate with no walks, 1 run, 1 double, and 3 RBIs, leading the team so far as well. And he is also the recovery hitman of the night, which means that if he gets a hit, everyone in attendance here at Shuttleworth Park will be able to use their ticket stub as a coupon at Recovery Sports Grill in Amsterdam. And it looks like they had without much more. Didn't really look like he was happy with the explanation he was given. But it would be a hit. I guess it's on the shortstop, which gives Peralta third base. I don't think it would be an error necessarily, as that one misses away in the dirt. Going down to second will be Welk, and he will slide in there safely. So now the Mohawks will have runners on second and third with nobody out, and 1-0 count. So they will have to rule. Also, in the last inning, if you were listening, the play in which the runners had a double steal. I believe they ended up ruling it an error on the catcher. Which is on Matt Padre, and it will even the count at 1-1. As that one will miss low, and it will be 2-1. As I mentioned, Padre already leads the team in RBIs with 3. The start of their as that off-speed pitch catches the outside corner. Nice one there from Guerreri, and it will even the count at 2-2. Padres' playing time here with the Mohawks may be limited now with the as a young catcher for the Crimson Tide. As that one will miss high, it'll run the count full. I mentioned before on here at Shuttleworth Park, with the overcast, will get pretty chilly tonight. So if you're outside, bundle up. Luckily, it'll stave off the bugs at least for a little while. And the 3-2 is flailed at by, and he fouls that right over the protective screen over on the right side of Shuttleworth Park, and it looked like it hit one of our now 3 party decks that we have. And if people have visited Shuttleworth Park in the past and, of course, have yet to visit so far this year, this is only our 3rd. Redo it. Also, it's a lot easier now to bring your group out to birthdays at Shuttle. Do any type of event like that, having group outings. It's a lot cheaper overall for you to come to the ballpark as a group, and also you're able to get great deals on food, merchandise, souvenirs. As that one will sit high, and it will load the bases now, as is yet to get a Mohawk out. And it will bring up the aforementioned Sam Prater from Alabama.
From the University of Alabama, number 25, Sam Prater.
This will be Prater's first action with the Mohawks, as he just showed up here. First pitch is at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Gary now taking his time and getting his time. Of course, he's gotten himself into a bit of a pickle here, but something that you can come back from as you have forces at each base. That one will be called a strike, as it was the home plate. And it will be 0-2 here on Prater. And that one will be chopped foul. Almost a nice barrel. And deals. That one will be in there for a called strike 3. Looked like it was borderline low, but a little too close to take, as Prater will be 4 pitches for his first at bat with the Mohawks out of the first inning.
Left fielder from Lake Forest University, number 24.
And now we have another new Mohawk making his debut, Chris Lanzilli out of Wake Forest University. Wake Forest eliminated from the NCAA regional. First pitch into Lanzilli hits him, and that will be the first run of the game here as Elvis Peralta will jog in to score. So how about as a Mohawk, you get hit, but you get a free RBI. As it brings Peralta home, and it will bring up the right fielder, Michael Ludwig, who is also from Wake Forest. Healthy cut there, 0-1. Looking to bring up the statistics for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons baseball team this year. As both Lanzilli and Ludwig are teammates of as that one will be fouled right back. So to give you a little bit of an insight for Wake, Chris Lanzilli hit 268, good for 4th on the team wall. Excuse me, Chris Lanzilli hit 268, while Michael Ludwig hit 267. 2017, Mueller actually led, he was second on the team in average with a 303 average. But actually, he actually would be first on the team in average, as the only guy in front of him had only 13 games played and 15 at bats total versus 28. Cool to see a former Mohawk having success. And as we mentioned, Griffin Roberts had a great season for the Demon Deacons as well, and that paid off in getting him a draft pick, of course, in the first round of the MLB. As Grary sets him, we'll try hopefully with a double play for him. As that one will be ripped in left field, and that will score 2 as is bobbled out in left. And Toby Welkel as the Mohawks take a quick 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Stopping at second was Lanzilli, as Ludwig collects his first 2 RBIs. So both of the Demon Deacons doing some good work here so far. First pitch here to Brad University is a ball, 1-0. As Richie Barella, Manhattan College. As we just had an error with our stat system there at the bottom half of the plate for a strike, 1-1. Yes, that will be Barella, who is a teammate of Matt Padre. Yeah, it is. He's 20 on this roster. finally gets assigned, sets, and deals. And that one will be pop foul into the parking lot. And it will get Ludwig to the third baseman coming. Oh, it was a bang-bang play, but it looked like he was out by half a step. Good throw there from the third baseman, Rouse, for the Dragons. As
Second baseman from Rutherford County Community.
going to Herkimer College now, as that one also misses low. It'll be 2-0. This is a good matchup for the slap hitter Rhodes, who does have a little bit of power with his lankiness, but mostly looks for one will catch the inside corner on a late call by the umpire. It'll be 2-1. And even though sunset isn't set till 8:30, it is already starting with all of the overcast and threatening of rain, but nothing going as that one is fouled at the plate, and it will even the count 2-2. So now takes 2 outs here for as currently lead 3-0, trying to capitalize with 2 more runners in scoring position here with 2 outs. And the 2-2 from Gorelli will be chopped down the first base line, but will hook foul. Nice little barehander by Doug O'Bray, right back to Guerrero.
Check out the speed of each pitch to the next game on the Kuya line.
So far this year is hitting small. 1 run scored and 1 double, as he'll take that one right in the back. And we'll head down to first, as that is by me the second hit by pitch of the inning, but the third batter to get on because of lack of control. Some issues with that, as the Mohawks will get their number 9 batter to the plate here in the first inning in Jackson Wen.
Number 34, Jackson.
The Hudson Valley Community College Viking is starting once again center field tonight for the Mohawks. He's 1 for 3 so far to start the year. That one hit being a double. He also has a walk on the day, or excuse me, on the year, as that one misses inside. 1-0. Bases. Even the count at 1-1. As that one will miss low and gets away from the catcher Stanley for a second, but he's quickly on top of it. And Lanzilli on third will stay put. Gray sets and dishes 2-1, as that one is cut on and missed a high fastball there. Strum. .32 pitches already for the righty here in the first inning. Is that one will be called a strike, as it looked to be the 33rd pitch will be the last one of the inning for Guerrero. It's where it looks like no errors, Dragons, as the Mohawks leave the bases loaded, however, so a little bit of some opportunity that they didn't take advantage of. However, they are leading 3-0 here after 1. You are listening to the Mohawks radio broadcast here on YouTube Live.
University, Josh Hart, number 31.
Leading off for the Dragons here in the top of the second is Josh Arndt out of Cornell University, as that ball is taken low and away, 1-0. The 1-0 is also taken low and away. It'll be 2-0.
Take your winning programs to customer service to claim your prize. Once again, number
Arndt has a fellow Big Red teammate also on the Dragons in Josh Bailey. Sorry, Garrett Bailey. Freshman, as that one will be taken for a strike. It is now 2-1. As that one is in on the outside corner, it is now evened up at 2-2. As the curveball will sit outside, and it will run the count full. Clocked in at 78. And that one will be slapped out of play. And we will do it again.
Don't forget, fans, you can keep all balls hit here tonight, courtesy of our friends at Capstone Center for Rehab and Nursing.
Up to bat here for the Dragons, and slated as that one will be popped to the second baseman Rhodes, who comes on to field it and throws the first for the first out of the top of the second here. As now scheduled to bat will be Justin Rouse and then Matt Hamill here in the second.
The third baseman from Bellarmine University, number 10, Justin Rouse.
Rouse starting at third base tonight out of Bellarmine College in Kentucky. There are three players from Bellarmine on the Dragons roster, as he will take that first one inside for a ball. 1-0. As there is Rouse, Anthony Ethington, and Ethan Cleary. As that one is in there for a strike, evening the count at 1-1. Couple of guys, as that one is also in there for a strike at the knees, and it will be now 1-2. Couple of players also from LIU Post, including Dragons returner Anthony Lica, who is not in the lineup tonight. And the 1-2 is in the dirt, making it 2-2. Stevens has seemed to settle down after the first inning where, as just as I say that, he throws a curveball and it doesn't break enough, and he